Hi guys, I was at the Freedom Rally in London yesterday in Trafalgar Square, and it was a fantastic day. There was a great energy, there were some amazing speakers, and there was just a really positive, loving vibe all throughout the day. And there are I reckon about 50,000 people there, which sounds like a lot, but you know, I was really disappointed in the turnout. Let's just put 50,000 into perspective. That represents less than 1 in 1,000 of people, men and women in this country who attended. It's about the same chance, less than 1 in 1,000, of getting a serious dose of COVID, and we know that's fuck all. So I was really disappointed with the attendance. I expected many more. And one of the reasons I was disappointed is that I reckon there's probably about 30% of people whose eyes are open now, whose eyes are open to what's really happening. But I'm only seeing a small percentage of those, maybe 5 or 10% in total, actually standing up and doing something. And I don't think that's good enough. And I want to tell you a couple of things that happened. I could talk about many things that happened yesterday, but I just want to talk to you about 2 things. The 4 of us who travelled down together after the event, we were sitting on a pavement cafe having some lovely food. And a couple came up to me, and the guy told me that I was the reason that they were both at the protest meeting yesterday, because of they'd watched a couple of little videos that I'd recorded. How good do you think that made me feel? I'll tell you how good it made me feel. It made me feel fantastic, because I'd made a difference. Something I'd done, something just small that I'd done, had made a difference to at least 2 people, and that felt great. So we were in this pavement cafe, and on the next table to us was Dr. Mohammed Adil and some of his family and friends. And if you don't know Dr. Adil, and I had the privilege of meeting him a couple of weeks ago at the Birmingham event, what a lovely guy. But this is the guy who he spent 30 years working in the NHS, latterly as a consultant, and he had the guts, the courage, the balls to stand up and speak the truth about this bullshit. And as a result, he's been suspended by the corrupt GMC, the General Medical Council, for 12 months with no pay. So he was prepared to put his career and his security and the security of his family on the line for speaking his truth. What a hero. And I'll tell you, yesterday he was being treated like a hero. He was sitting on the next table. I don't think he managed to eat a mouthful of food because people were coming up to him, shaking his hand, hugging him. He went for a pee at one stage, and the toilets were right at the back of the cafe. And it was about 30 minutes before he reappeared again. Took him 15 minutes to get to the toilet, 15 minutes to get back. There were cheers and applause ringing out, throughout the cafe during the time he was in there, because everybody wanted a piece of him. I hope he wasn't bursting for a pee too much, because he must have been absolutely bursting by the time he got there. And I told him before we left that 2 or 3 months ago he'd just been a doctor, but now he's a legend, and he will continue to be a legend. And how chuffed was I when he gave me his phone number and asked me to keep in touch. I'll tell you, I was really chuffed. And as Charlie Freak says, the rewards we get in life are as a result of the work that we do. Not the words that we speak, the work that we do. I'm not doing what I do at the moment for me. I'm doing it for all the people I love in the world, particularly my kids, all 3 of them as it is now, because I want them to have the best life possible in the best world possible. So you 25 or 20 or 25% of people who've got your eyes open but are not doing anything, I want you to ask yourselves a few questions. Are you doing the right thing right now, or are you doing the easy thing? We know it's bullshit, but it's so much easier to wear a mask or when we go into a supermarket or go on public transport. No, it isn't. I've been maskless since the start, and I've used public transport. I go in supermarkets. on an almost daily basis, and I've never been challenged. Or not properly anyway, not with any conviction. And if I go into a supermarket and I'm the only one not wearing a mask, I'm proud to be the only one not wearing a mask because I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing the right thing. Are you doing nothing because you're worried about the consequences? You know, oh, we might get fined, you know, we might get shouted at, we could get arrested. Well, again, I'll tell you, I've been maskless since the start and I've had no negative consequences whatsoever. I haven't even come near a fine. I've been in a supermarket where there have been coppers in there and I just smiled at them and walked past. There are no consequences. But I want you to ask yourself this: what are the consequences for not doing something? Because I know if your eyes are wide open right now and you're sitting on your arse, you're not feeling good about yourself because you're not respecting yourself. And you're probably finding it difficult to listen to what I'm saying at the moment because, you know, it's the truth. So, you know, respect yourselves a bit more and do the right thing, not the easy thing. Would you even consider, I mean, when you know what these evil, corrupt, lying, despicable bastards are like, who are telling us to do these things, I don't understand why you would even consider it. You know, are you looking at a totalitarian global state, the possibility of full in the face? Or are you averting your eyes and not wanting to see the truth? Guys, let's be honest now. This is World War III we're going through. It's not a war that's being fought on the battlefield. It's being fought for our minds, but it's also being judged by our behaviours. The success of it. This is World War III. Inaction is not an option. So get off your arse and do something.